I am Dr. Rupsmita Buzarbaruah, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Sanskrit, Nalbari College, Assam. Today, I am going to present a paper on reflection of Big Bang theory in the Nâsadîyasûkta of the Rigveda. This paper is mainly based on the creation process of the universe. We all know that the Vedic literature is the treasure of different sciences. Vedic seers had an intellectual tendency to know about the creation process of the universe. A Rigvedic hymn, popularly known as Nâsadîyasûkta, that is the 129th sukta of the 10th mandala of the Rigveda, is famous for describing the creation process of the universe. The purpose of the present paper is to explore the relationship between the concept of Big Bang theory and the creation process as found in the Nâsadîyasûkta. According to the creation process of Nâsadîyasûkta, there was no sky, no air, no water, but there was something at the very beginning of the creation. No one can tell what it was, where it was, and what covered it. In modern Big Bang theory, this state is described as the state of singularity. The Big Bang event is a physical theory that describes how the universe expanded from an initial state of high density and temperature. It is the idea that the universe began as just a single point, then expanded and stretched to grow as large as it is right now, and it is still stretching. According to this theory, the universe began almost 14 billion years ago. The name Big Bang was coined by astronomer Fred Hall, who was the leading proponent of an alternative theory where universe continues forever without a beginning. In the Nâsadîyasûkta of the Rigveda, there is a clear reflection of the Big Bang theory. The universe began, scientists believe, with every speck of its energy jammed into a very tiny point. The extremely dense point exploded with unimaginable force, creating matter and propelling it outward to make the billions of galaxies of our vast universe. Reflection of Big Bang theory in the Nâsadîyasûkta. Now we will discuss about it. If it is seen at the creation of the universe in the light of Vedic verses, that is the first and second verses of the Nâsadîyasûkta of the Rigveda, there is the shadow of the Big Bang theory. The hymn states that there was no Sat and no Asat, which respectively means there was neither existence nor non-existence at that time. And in the Vedic philosophy, the words Sat and Asat would not have a distinct existence, but would be blended and lost in the one invisible, immaterial, incomprehensible first cause in the intervals of creation, and in the beginning, the first cause was undeveloped in its effects and existed before either inactive matter or active spirit considered as distinct. It is not intended to be said that no cause or origin existed before creation. On the third verse of the Nâsadîyasûkta, it goes on to declare that the Creator, the One, came into being by the force of heat, likely an energetic reaction of elements. But once the Nâsadîya states this is a fact, it begins to question if this was a true. Again, in the fourth verse of the Nâsadîyasûkta, there is a clear indication of a supreme power who has controlled his mental energy and given birth to karma. And in the Vedic philosophy, it is said that this karma may be the spota. Thus, if we compare the Vedic and scientific interpretations of creation of universe, we see that as in the Big Bang theory, the whole universe was compact to a single point mass that had zero volume. That is nothingness, and universe is created from this nothingness. That is the point mass, which is very much similar to the notion, the one in Vedic philosophy. Though in Vedic philosophy, it is said that the effect sometimes is blended with the cause, or it is lost in the cause, but there cannot be the effect without its cause. Such a matter cannot exist without material. Thus, in all the 4 verses of the Nâsadîyasûkta, the first cause, that is, one, is highlighted, which is nothing but the primeval zero volume atom, and ultimately concept of zero from which the whole universe created. So, after a thorough study of the Big Bang theory and the Vedic verses of the Nâsadîyasûkta, we may come to the conclusion that there is a convergence or a parallel trend of the 2 schools of thoughts, namely the ancient Indian philosophers and the modern scientists. Thus, in conclusion, we can say that the reality of the universe, which is still a problem for the scientists, was thoroughly discussed by Indian philosophers thousands of years back, and they are very close to the modern society. So, if we want to know more about our modern research, we should rely the philosophical aspects of the Veda thoroughly. Thanking you all. Thank you so much.